Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Tuesday went after New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani, D., for saying he couldn't support Israel because the country privileges Jewish citizens over those of other religions. He conveniently forgets that the only democracy in the Middle East is Israel. 20% of our citizens are in fact Muslims, but they sit on the Supreme Court. They're in the Knesset, our parliament. They share every walk of life, Netanyahu told host Dana Bash on CNN's Inside Politics. Last month, Mamdani reiterated his position that he supports the existence of Israel as a state with equal rights for all, regardless of their religion. I think any state that privileges one religion over the other is one that I can't tell you I support, whether it be Israel or Saudi Arabia or anywhere else, Mamdani, who is Muslim, told Jonathan Karl on ABC News this week. As of 2020, Jews made up 77% of Israeli society, according to the Pew Research Center. Muslims accounted for 14.7%, while Christians made up 1.9%. While all Israeli citizens have equal rights under its laws, human rights groups have long criticized two-tiered treatment of non-Jewish Israelis. In Israel, long-term discrimination against Arab and other ethnic and religious minorities has resulted in systemic disparities in areas including criminal justice, local government budgets, education, and economic opportunity, according to a 2025 report from Freedom House. Although the law protects the religious sites of non-Jewish groups, they face discrimination in the allocation of state resources as well as persistent cases of vandalism or harassment by Jewish extremists, the report stated. Mamdani has also consistently criticized Israel for its actions in the West Bank and Gaza, saying on the campaign trail last year he would direct the New York Police Department to arrest Netanyahu pursuant to a warrant from the International Criminal Court for alleged war crimes. From October 7, 2023 to October 3, 2025, the Israeli military killed or seriously injured more than 10% of the population in Gaza during its war against Hamas, according to an October report from the Cost of War Project at Brown University. Netanyahu defended his country on Tuesday, saying it is the only place in the Middle East that has the equality the New York City mayor referenced. His supporters have supported Hamas, these people who murder people, who beheaded our men, who raped our women, and then murdered them, burned babies alive, and so on, Netanyahu said. This is not mere cynicism, the prime minister later added. I mean, it's Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu believes Americans' shifting sentiment on Israel isn't due to the country's indiscriminate and years-long slaughter of tens of thousands of Palestinian civilians. It's because of the social media Americans are using to bear witness. Netanyahu told CNN's Dana Bash on Tuesday that Israel monitors American polls and was obviously concerned by a February survey by Gallup that found more Americans now sympathize with Palestinians in the Middle East, 41%, than with the Israelis, 36%. Politics. Hillary Clinton blames TikTok propaganda for young people's views on Israel. It's the first time in 25 years of polling by the survey company that Palestinians have been viewed more sympathetically. But Netanyahu denied there's any correlation between the war in Gaza and a shift in sentiment because American support for Israel was falling even before the war began. Like this article? Keep independent journalism alive. Support HuffPost. You see the decline in support for Israel, and it's years before. Several years before the Gaza war took place, okay? Netanyahu said. And you ask, why did that happen? He continued. Well, the one correlation you see, which is almost a perfect correlation, is the penetration of TikTok and other social media in the United States. And as the penetration increases, the support for Israel decreases. Politics. CNN's Harry Enton says Americans have made a massive shift on Israel-Palestine. The Prime Minister then tried to link Israel and the U.S. together by also blaming social media for souring Americans' perceptions of the U.S. itself. I think that what has happened here is that there's several countries and organizations that have penetrated the social media and abused them by putting in bot farms and other things, especially directed at young Americans, to not only hate Israel but also to hate America, and you know what? Those who say they hate Israel usually end up hating America. They burn our flag, and they burn your flag as well. Related, Trump jokes where he'll run for office next, but no one's laughing New York sweep by Israel critics shines light on a fraud issue for Democrats. Biden discussed potential Israeli war crimes in Gaza. He kicked the can to Trump. Sr. Chris Van Hollen gives Democrats a reality check on Israel. Read the original on HuffPost.